Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be playing some Best of 1 Standard to wrap up the June Mythic season. I'm at 94%, I haven't really been pushing that hard, but we'll see if we can make a little run with the last day. What we have today is a cool Jeskai Dragons list that we're playing in Best of 1. This came from Sonio on Twitter. So we've seen in historic decks that cheat out Velomachus Lorehold to take a bunch of extra turns. But we haven't really seen too much Velomachus in Standard. So what this deck is basically a dragon control deck, kind of mid-rangey control. You have Goldspan that also ramps you into Velomachus. You can also make copies of your Goldspan in kind of a tempo shell. You have counter spells like Essence Scatter, Test the Talents to take advantage. You have a bunch of removal like Scorching Dragonfire, Crush the Weak versus the aggro decks, as well as Soul Seer. You have Prismari Command that helps you with the wrong half problem. So if you need to dig for counters or Sultai Ultimatum or more removal versus more aggressive decks, you can do so accordingly. You also have 4 copies of Lorehold Command. That and probably Behold the Multiverse are the cards you most want to hit off of Velomachus. This allows you to get ahead on board, gain you some life with like a Virtual Lightning Helix style effect, or draw some cards as well. So we'll give this a shot, see how it goes, and see if our dragons can take flight. Also have a Rakdos Rogues list that I'd like to try out as well that I saw. Kind of a sacrifice sub-theme to it, not the traditional mill. But we'll see how this one goes. Interested. Without the threat of like time warps. So we don't go infinite. Infinite. We also don't have like Mythic's Mastery for those types of shenanigans. No companion with this hand. I think we're okay though. We go first. We can foretell this and then have the option of Prismari the following turn. I believe we're mostly Blaze. This is likely Winota. So whenever one or more cards are put into exile this turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. So we can Prismari Command here. Don't have a clean answer to Winota just yet. I have Savior as well, so we're probably gonna kill the Savior here. Crush the Weak would be very good. These are dogs as well, so it's like the dog version of Winota. So we'll let the trigger go on the stack. Deal 2. And I think we want to draw 2, discard 2. They do get a chance to see, but they can like exile my dragon here. We're not guaranteed to land. If we had a 4th land, I would have created a treasure here. Okay, double Crush the Weak's great. Cleans up their board. So even if they take 1 here, I think we're still good. So we get to 3 for 1 them here. Would have liked to hit a land. Nice synergy there. So we do want to hit a land, ideally. Okay, so we hit the land here. So I can foretell, or I can Prismari. I think we're just going to Prismari here, because I'm going to have to likely Lightning Helix them. I guess we can do this. No, it's Savior. So deal 2. Create a treasure. That's fine. Okay, so we got Velomachus here. We can try digging again, but I think for this turn we just want to take the threat off the battlefield. We will have to take 2 here. Robber. So we'll create a spirit and we'll deal 3 damage. So kill this. I think we're fine just trading here. I think that's fine for the Bone Crusher. We're getting closer. Opponent's being a good sport about things. I think we want another red here. Here we're just probably going to kill something, make a treasure, and then do Velomachus. We have Crush the Weak as well. So deal to create a treasure. So I do have double Crush the Weak, but I think we can survive a turn here. We also haven't seen a Soul Seer. Perfect. We take 2 here, but just gotta keep him off Winota. Alright. We survived. We survived. I didn't think that line with the 1-drop dog, I haven't seen that too much in the Winota decks. But with the exile effects of like Winota triggering it, as well as Elite Spellbinder was pretty cool. We stumbled a bit on mana, the opponent did too, but their curve's a lot lower than ours. They're on a Yorion deck. I'm gonna mulligan here. We don't have blue mana for Test Talents despite being the best card. These Crusher Weeks are basically dead cards in this matchup. This is probably the worst matchup for us. I think we keep this, put this back, just hope to draw a blue source. We can be somewhat proactive with foretelling these. This game might just come down to being awkward that we don't draw blue mana. They could be on control. Bring Yorion to hand. Are you kidding me? Alright. We've drawn every Behold the Multiverse we have. So here, they can take Prismari or they can take Lorehold. They likely take Lorehold. See if we do this Prismari if they care. No. Like, our hand kind of goes off if we draw a blue source, but we haven't put any pressure. Ooh, is this Doom Foretold? We just don't have an answer to Yorion now. Crush the Weak's not gonna do it. We'll give it one more turn, but I think we're just dead this game. Like, seeing 11 cards, no blue source. They're likely a control deck, so... And this is just a game. I think based on where we are at with the hand we keep. I mean, if we get gold span, we're in this. Counter. I think we're no to both of these at this point. I think we're okay doing this. Actually, you know what? I should have waited till next turn. I could have played both. That was a mistake on my part. Four-color Doom. Let's see if we find an untapped land here. We don't, but do find an answer to the Yorion. So that should buy us a couple turns. Oh, they just got another one. Let's go gold span here. We'll behold on their turn. Looking for another Soul Seer. Mascot Exhibition. Took too long this game to hit our blue source. Ooh, perfect. So I can do this, but they have mana up. It's not worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can do both of these, which is nice. What do you get? You get like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the 2 here. If they don't play Exhibition, then I'm going to play this. So, do this, do this. Want to get them to tap down. We can also make a token with it afterwards. Their hand's probably all removal anyways, so perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're just passing the turn here. I can cycle this. Are you kidding me? That's super annoying. Sweeper. Crush the Weak's pretty good here. because we can test the talents, whatever they come up with now. Shadow's Verdict. They have a Heartless Act. They have Binding. Treacherous Blessings. Okay, they have Dance. So it is a Doom Foretold list, so we should try to find some more counters or card draw. That's good. So I think, what do we have? We don't have any hard counters in our deck. We'll deal to create a treasure. So deal to create a treasure. I can do this on my own speed. There's cycling there, that's good. Nice. So I think we're gonna Lightning Helix them and draw 2. So deal 3. Soul Seer as well. Just need Prismari or something. Okay, gotta dodge 1 turn here. Don't need any more lands. They hit the extinction event. We racing now. Do I have Prismari commands in my deck? 1 turn off. Two Prismari command, which I think are at the bottom. Got 1 Lore Hold, 3 Dragons. This game's gotten super interesting. So let's do this, do this. Got him. It's weird, it wasn't letting me choose a non-line. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. We'll run 1 more with this list. I think not having like negate might be a slight oversight. I may want a copy of that in the list. In the dark, I think we keep. Demir Control. Buy Test the Talents. dragon. I love when these control decks find like their 2 discard, which would be terrible in like most matchups. But here they're just like the nuts. You can see a Field of Ruin here perhaps. Fixes their mana for blue. I think we're getting a white here. They'll likely have removal, but it makes them play around it now. We also don't get hit by a counter spell. That's annoying. Okay, Soul Sear's not bad. Crush the Weak doesn't work the way I want it to. Because here I'm 1 short regardless. I think we're doing this. This way, if we hit a dragon or something. Okay. Nice. Perfect. Take out dragon here. We can get 1 untap step. We're in a good spot. They don't have enough to escape. That's fine. Sublime. That's also not that great. Kind of just don't want them exiling my cards. I don't have enough anyways, so let's just do this. It's not efficient, but it does something. Alright. Need a threat. Interesting they chose not to cling there. Okay, so they'll do this. We're probably in a bad spot now. They can shape their draws. And this is like another game where we've won in negate. Test the Talents is gross here. We get to see our hand as well. It's got no gas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is likely not doing anything. It's probably Ashiok or Ugin or Shark Typhoon is their win condition. Okay, well, let's just... We could squeeze 1 more in. We're not dead this turn, but we're strongly unfavored, I would say. I do want to negate. Trim 1, Crush the Weak for negate. I also don't really like this. I think I'd rather Brazen Borrower. It's another threat against these control style decks. It's useful against like mono white or the creature decks as well. You could tempo them out. I could get blockers out of the way. It does die to our sweeper, but it is a way we can play around. Okay, so we go first here. We'll keep this. I think it's reasonable. Just gonna turn on my light, 1 sec. Mill. So we can see here. I think we just want to set up our draw. Drawing 2 Velomachus has been kind of awkward. Is this just big rogues? Why are they main phasing? Like, our plan kind of backfires here because they do it main phase, but we've also seen 2 Crush the Weeks. Okay, Soulseer is good. I think we're going to do this for now. Again, it's a little awkward us tapping out to do this, but I think it's the correct line. Just given the way, and we probably should have done double blue. We're at 6 cards. They can play something else to turn it on, but we can kill this. The Fairy's Tutelage. This version's a lot different. Would have liked those lines. So I'm gonna tap these 2, cast Behold, try to find a land if we don't find one. Yeah. Trying quite odd here. I like the Dragon Fire here. You know, we're kind of screwed if we don't hit the land, so we're gonna have to take an attack this turn. Just keep Prismari on top. I want to hit lands, so I'd rather keep non-lands. Crush the Week. Give me a Crush the Week. Gotta get rid of Luris here. That's actually good. 38 cards. Some more immediate threat. Folio of Fancies. Jeez. Okay, we're probably dead now. They're discarding Drown in the Loch, so we're probably in a bad spot. Again, you're not dead this turn, but they're hitting us on an angle. That's 6 cards plus 4 each turn that they draw. We are missing line drops. Let's give this one more. The meta that we've seen today is just not what you're expecting, really. Like, you're expecting... We saw the Winota deck, which we bet. But Doom Foretold, you don't see much of that. You don't see much, like, that type of rogues with Folio. This hand's quite slow, but I think we give it a shot. See if we can find an untapped land. I think we do that. I think we set up here. Croxa. I wish we had the untapped line. We could have killed that. I think we want to hit our land drops here. It's a bit of a gamble, to be honest, but... Here, we're just trying to go into Dragon. Naturally punished. That's quite aggressive. You'd usually want to wait. Okay, so... We the Dragon Master. I guess we could have done that, and then foretold a Crush the Week, but... Let's see what we hit here. Okay, so we definitely want the land. I guess land into Velomachus is pretty good here. So they are on a Crowan War. Something to be mindful of. I think we're going to do this. It's a bit iffy. Not sure how many Acroans they'd have. Emerald Strum. That's fine. So they can block sack. So here, I think we're going second. So we're gonna do this, do this. So we'll deal 3 here, gain 3. This is way, if they want to keep it, they have to sack it, something. And then next turn I can do Velomachus. This gives me a blocker as well. And then even if they have a Crowan War. Okay, I get some Croxa back. Croxa's their whole turn though. That's pretty good. That's 11 damage. Okay, we still have this. See what we hit here. Brazen Borrower. So we can Petty Theft. We have Lethal. Let's flex on them. Got him! Okay, we didn't do too bad. 3 and 2, lost a couple odd ones. There's power to this deck. It's just dependent. Like, you can build it in ways that are we definitely built it with the consideration of more creature-based decks, and then running into a fair number of control decks. We were able to beat a couple, but also lost a couple where our answers just don't line up well. But overall, not too bad. I'd say we probably want either like an escape card, perhaps, or just something that's like reoccurring card value. I could see something like, what's it called? Glimpse of Freedom being pretty decent here. Just a way to kind of get some advantage over and over. We found oftentimes we ran out of cards. You're 1-for-1ing a lot, so you're playing off the top of your deck. Maybe even something like Ox of Agonis could be an option. But the shell's pretty cool. I'm liking what I played today. Let me know what you think, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.